everybody. It's Tuesday, it's not Monday. My goal is to have a Monday vlog, but yesterday got really busy really quick and I wasn't able to film anything. I was going to try to do something last night and too busy. So I hope that you all had a fantastic week. Sunday was Father's Day. I didn't not have a good day. I thought that I was okay, and I don't know, by around 4 o'clock I just had to go lay down. I went and laid down and took like a 2-hour nap, and I never hardly ever do that. But I was trying to work on some things and just kind of trying to just do anything during the day, and I had even gotten out some of my words and images, and I was going to maybe start putting some of those in a journal, and I just could not focus on anything at all. Very scattered. So took a bit of a nap, kind of in the evening, started feeling a little bit better and perking up. But the next day, just kind of looking back and thinking about everything, I think that Father's Day probably hit me a little bit harder than I was expecting. So my dad has passed. Well, it's been a long time. It's been over, I think will be 12 years this August, 12 or 13 years since he passed away. And then my mom passed away this March, and I think just kind of the combination of those got me a whole lot more than I thought that they would. So anyways, it was an interesting day, but with things like that, I've been trying to just kind of be aware of what is going on and recognize what is happening at the time, especially just with the being just totally unable to focus and just really foggy and things like that. It's like, okay, instead of just kind of ignoring that and not feeling it. Before, I would probably try to just not even feel it. I just would be numb to what was happening. They're mowing outside, so hopefully there won't be that many more trucks going by. And I have all of my windows open because it's absolutely beautiful here today. So anyway, so I've just been trying to be more aware of what's going on and where my mental space is, and how I'm reacting, and just trying to understand things, how I react to certain situations, and that I'm in control of how I react to it, and then how I deal with it. So in this sense, I knew that trying to do things and trying to keep on working and trying to basically force being creative or just do anything, that was not what I needed, and then I needed to just go lay down. And so after I fought that for a little while, and finally I just went and laid down. So anyways, much better today. It's Tuesday. Yesterday, like I said, was really busy. My son belt tested for Taekwondo for his next belt, and I have been having the great honor of taking photos for the school that he takes Taekwondo at. So I also help there in the evenings. I help with the door, and I also get to help the little ones during their classes, which is a whole lot of fun, and the kids are adorable. It's probably 4 at the youngest. Most of them are 5 to 8 year olds, and so I get to help them learn their different moves and do their exercises and stuff like that, and they are a joy to work with. But then I've also been taking photos for them, and they use them for their marketing and social media and things like that. So I was allowed to, well, not allowed, I guess it was a privilege. It's a privilege to be out there on the mat taking photos of these students while they are doing this work, and they've worked so hard. So that was from, goodness, 6 to almost 9 last night, and I probably took close to 500 pictures and lots of videos. So I got home last night and had to edit a bunch of those so that they could use them, so they could congratulate the people the black belts who had gotten their belt. So anyways, my point is that that's why I'm sitting here now on Tuesday at noon doing my Monday vlog. So let's see, one of the things that I for sure want to not forget is last year, whenever I finally had made the big leap to open up my Etsy shop. I did that at the end of March. One of the first things that I did was get a P.O. box, and then things kind of started, I wouldn't say falling to pieces, but all the big changes started happening, and moved out in last June, and I completely forgot that I had a P.O. box. So last week I went over there, and it's a miracle because I had only secured the box for 3 months, so that would have been April, May, and June of last year. But they had kept the things that had been sent to me during that time. They didn't contact me to tell me that I had anything there, which would have been nice, but they did keep them. So whenever I went to check if I even still had a box, I didn't. My box was still there and not used, so I'm able to use it now, but they also gave me a stack of things that people had sent me. And I feel awful that people had sent me things and were so generous with sending me art and sending me things to use in my art, and I didn't acknowledge it. To those people who did send me things, thank you very much. It means so much to me. Some were pieces of art, ATCs, just little ephemera and bits that I can use in my art. So I am looking forward to creating with those and doing videos where I create with what I'm sent. But also, just, yeah, a big, huge thank you. So please accept my apologies if you did send me something and I never responded and said thank you. I'm saying thank you now with a big, huge thank you, and please forgive me for taking a year to thank you. So thank you for that. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, well, one of the things that I did do Sunday in my craziness was I was trying to figure out more as far as my planner goes and how I wanted to set it up, and I had kind of pretty much decided that I'd rather have everything in one book, that it'd be easier to me, and somehow a Hopenichi cousin starting in April of 2021 made it into my cart, and it actually is due to arrive today. So I'm really excited to get that and try that out and see if it works. What drew me to it is that it has the monthly view, then weekly, and then daily. So I think that for what I'm wanting to use it for, think that will be hopefully my best option for right now. So I'm sure that Darren and I will talk more about that as we still work through all of our planner whatnots and everything else. So I did do that, and that's coming in the mail today. And unwillingly and unknowingly, and I just don't know, and I'm not even quite sure what to think about this, I started quite a huge controversy on Facebook on the Nebraska Through the Lens Facebook group page. I went out Sunday to take the trash out, and it was super, super windy. It was Sunday evening. The sun was kind of starting to go down. It was absolutely beautiful out. And there is a bit of a field next to my building, and there's some walking areas through that. And I have done a lot of walking out there, and I haven't been out there yet since the weather has been nice. And so I ended up walking out there, and I had a song that I had forgotten about, and it had been coming up on my playlist a few times, and so I had noted this song, I'll take, like, if I'm busy, I'll grab my phone and take a screenshot of the, to where it has a song on my phone, so that I can then, when I get home, I can make a note of that song, and if I know the lyric for sure that I had heard that was, I could tell was kind of inspiring something, a page or something, I write that down. But so anyways, I had gone out there to take this photo, and there was, as I was walking back, there was this beautiful, to me, thistle plant, and apparently it's a musk thistle. I can't even hardly say it. So I posted it on the Nebraska page. I got some, to me, were some really neat pictures, and holy moly, did I ever start all sorts of comments. I had no idea, and that it's a noxious weed apparently. It can ruin fields, it can ruin cattle fields, it spreads, it's terrible, 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 terrible plant apparently. And so this is an open group with thousands of people in it, and all sorts of opinions are spewing out right now about the pictures that I've taken of this plant. The most recent one that I just saw was basically somebody said that it was unbelievable that people saw that these were beautiful, and that there's so much information out there about how awful of a plant that they are, that I'm basically an idiot because I did not know this. So it's been interesting, and I guess the biggest thing that I am seeing and learning from this, which is a positive, is that before in the past, when anything like that would have happened, it would have pushed me over the edge. I would have obsessed about it. I would have overthought it like crazy. I wouldn't have been able to get it out of my mind that people were saying these things and talking badly about me and to me for something that I did, especially something that I had innocently done and wasn't, was just trying to share. I would have had a really hard time getting that out of my mind and not letting that just eat away at me. Kind of like getting bad comments here. It's hard. That is the hardest thing for me about being a YouTuber, is when you have people who make not nice comments, and I do let that get to me, and a lot of times I would let that keep me from making more videos for a while, because it would just, it hurts. It hurts. But I'm seeing with this photo, I understand where these people are coming from who have bad comments to say about it, especially farmers and whatnot. And I respect that completely, 100%. I understand. But also, and for me, I responded and I said, as an artist, I was drawn to taking a picture of this because of the colors in it and the textures in it. And I was, it was just sharing. Through my eyes, this is how I see it through my eyes, and I respect how you see it through your eyes. And I'm okay with that. And right now that feels good that I'm okay with that, and I'm able to say that and put that over to the side and moving on, and I'm all right. So for me, personally and inside, especially up in here, that is huge. That is a huge step. So even though it's kind of crazy, and sometimes I sit back and I think, really? All I was doing was, you know, sharing this one picture, well, 3 pictures of this plant, and it's like just gone cuckoo over on Facebook. So yeah, there's that. But on the art side, I did do a page in my junk journal the other day, and there is a video for that. So it's the first page in my new junk journal that I'm just starting. So that was exciting, and it felt really, really good to be creating in that again. Sunday, when I was going through things, I found this Instax picture that my daughter had taken that is a mess up, and it actually kind of, there's like a flash in the middle that looks like a rectangle, but I just kind of kept it because I thought it was kind of cool. It was interesting because then at the time I was completely unfocused, but the piece of book text that I found that I thought would work with it, and whenever I do the video I'll show you this so you can see it better, but there's actually like fingers like that. But the quote that I have, this little bit of book text from a fiction book, is a little more focused. So I think that this will probably be the next page that I do in my junk journal. When I was cleaning things up, I did find a stack of other items that I had set to the side, and pictures that I had printed out to use in my junk journal. So I have ideas that are there and ready to go, and a journal ready for them to happen in. So I'm really anxious to start working on that some more. Today I have really been feeling the like I just want to start gluing stuff down. I'm really, really drawn to working in this book over here, which I'll show you. My original thought, what I was going to do is start just gluing something down in one of these little field notes, just every day, just something, a picture, just words, it doesn't matter, just something, just do something small and creative every single day. So I am going to start messing around in this. I think I might just turn the camera on, and I mean, it's not going to be a full-blown layer, like junk journal page. It's just, they're just going to be, let me find, this one has, like, I mean, it's just, even if it's just a tag and a word, this is just like pieces of, from other images that have been cut off, just something, even if it's just one picture and that's it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to grab whatever kind of pulls at me at that moment and stick it down, and then move on from there. I might just do more than that. I kind of have a feeling right now, the way that I'm feeling, that is, if I start gluing stuff in there, that I'll just kind of sit and just do several pages at once. So I think I might just kind of turn the camera on and see what happens with that, because I don't know what's going to happen with it. So we'll see how that goes. But what I'm really pulled to working in right now is a book that I had started a while ago, and I really wish that I had written a date on here, which that's one of my biggest things that I forget to do is date the pages that I do. So I could probably go back and look maybe on my Instagram and see a picture that I had like posted of doing a page. I have to do that often to check the dates on things. And I can't even remember who had suggested this book or who originally was working in this book. It was another artist, YouTuber artist, I believe. It's a heavy book. I ordered it on Amazon. It wasn't on sale. It wasn't cheap that I remember, but the images inside are absolutely amazing. My first thought with it was that there's no way I'm going to be able to work in this without pulling out some pages, because I have been adding on to these pages. But I think what I might do is actually remove this from the cover and cut. It's bound. It has signatures. It's cloth bound. So I think I might actually divide this up into maybe 4 sections and have 4 volumes to this book. But I'm really kind of wanting to work in this more, and I think I might probably just do a separate video on this, because I would like to explain more kind of where my thoughts are with going with this. So, but anyway, so there it is right there. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I think that's it. I am not sure if there was anything else I wanted to say. I really feel like there was. I remember Sunday thinking of something and thinking, oh, I need to go write that down because I'd really like to talk about that in this video, and guess what? I didn't write it down and it's gone. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'd also like to do a video just with the journals that I have right here on my desk. I've got some in a basket that are ones that I'm thinking about working in, just kind of the most are right here. So I thought I would just do a share to show you the current journals that I'm working in that are in my basket. That can change, of course. If I feel that I'm not working in one at all, I might take it out, but for now they're just ones that I've set over here to work in. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you all are doing well. Yesterday was summer solstice, first day of summer, so happy summer to everyone. We had some really, really hot days last week, over 100, but the past couple days here have been absolutely beautiful. At night, getting back down in the 60s, and just beautiful, beautiful weather. So, yeah, I hope you're well, and thank you again for everything. Thank you for all your support, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.